Journalists from Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia came together in the conference room of the Tradewinds Hotel in St. John's, Antigua for an interactive 8-hour session entitled Beyond COVID-19, The Children's Story. UNICEF Eastern Caribbean C4D officer Tristan Ward said the workshop aimed to go behind the lines and beyond the virus to learn from experts about the impact of the disease on children.
This workshop, which is supported by UNICEF Eastern Caribbean and USAID for Southern and Eastern Caribbean, is really aimed at bringing together journalists and media personnel to a one-day workshop where they will be focusing on how they can strengthen their reporting on children, especially coming out to the pandemic, where children have really been the quiet victims of the pandemic, whether it's education, violence against children, for example. These are some of the stories that we want to see coming out from the workshop when the journalists leave and return to their media houses in the various countries.
There were 5 presentations and an address by Antigua's Health Minister, Sir Malwyn Joseph. Mr. Ward said the topics covered were evidence-based.
We have some veteran journalists who are really presenting and carrying out not a lot of the activities throughout the day. It's really focused on things such as misinformation, disinformation, because these have been central to reporting and storytelling and really information throughout the pandemic. And so we want to tackle that key area. Another thing that we are using this workshop to share with the journalists are some new reports as well that focus on perceptions on vaccination, which will be central really to moving beyond the pandemic. So sharing some more evidence with the journalists to be able to back up their stories and the information they put out there, but also to focus in on elements such as misinformation and disinformation.
The UNICEF officer said the training was well received.
The feedback was really positive. I think journalists are excited to learn more about how they can really, tailor their stories to focus more on some of the vulnerable groups, such as children coming out to the pandemic. So I think this was well received. They've been grateful for the data and the evidence that they're receiving as well to back up their stories, and look forward to what's to come.
Cheyne Jones, CBC News.